when you were a kid, like what was your major want when you were
Oh,
a kid?
I was the funny kid. I was always, I came from a family of alcoholics, so most of them were funny and they liked comedy. So we watched a lot. I wanted to be Red Skelton when I was a kid. So, I was kind of a clown and was funny through school, and then got into, like middle school. And we were on the poorer side of town. So I made all the guys that would normally kick my butt laugh. You hear that a lot. That's kind of the whole thing. And make the like the big, strong, super powerful athlete guys like me, and they were strong. So between the two of them, people kind of left me alone. So because I'd make everybody laugh.
What was your major want when you were a
What was
kid?
that?
What'd you always find yourself wanting when you were a kid?
Probably just to be liked, and that as a little kid, geez, I just wanted to be liked. I just wanted people to like me because I didn't particularly like myself, I think, back then, because, I come from a very critical background, being criticized all the time. And you could never, my dad was a perfectionist, not for himself. Oh, no. He didn't have to be perfect. He could be, an alcoholic and smoke 3 packs of cigarettes a day and do all the crazy stuff he did. But we had to be perfect for his ego, his perfect children. And of course, that made us, screwed us all up because you can never be perfect. So later, I actually to help myself out by created a metaphor for that, which is called the ladder to success.
And what's that?
Most people, I realize, most people have a ladder to success. For us, it was a very tall ladder, perfection. But the problem was there was only 2 rungs on it. There was that top rung, which was perfection, and the bottom rung, which was failure. And since you never get to that perfection rung, you're always on the failure rung. And no matter what you do, you always feel so. In my mind, I kind of metaphorically built more of a ladder that had a whole bunch of rungs on it so that I could start dealing with myself and my achievements or in an honest way. And I teach that too, which is to kind of go, oh, that was good. It wasn't perfect, but that was really good. No, I didn't do very well there. And that really helped in stand up because then instead of always being never on the perfection, always on the failure rung, I could actually be honest with myself about how the show went. Because then I could go, where was that really on that, on that grading scale, as it were, and go, hey, I did a really good show there or something. And then when I didn't, I'd go, okay, I didn't do a very good show. Fine. Now let's learn from that. So
when you leave the house, you leave this environment, is a typical quintessential comedian situation, right? You want to be liked, you want to be accepted. What do you do when you leave the house?
Well, the first step was actually I joined theater in high school. I had a high school teacher that was like so dedicated to theater. He did 5 productions a year. He did a children's show. He did a dance concert. He did a musical, a drama, and a comedy every year. And I was in that theater. And then every summer, he did 2 full musicals every summer with just the local, And so I did that for like 7 years, 4 years of college, and then high school, and then into college. And so just theater. I always got the comedy roles. Right. And so that was the start for me, which is just, theater, just tons of theater. And this guy he teach improv. He taught, unbelievable guy. He was just so dedicated to it. So I got experience a lot more than most people do.
And where was this?
High school. A guy was named Paul Tischer. They named the high school theater after him now. It's called the Paul Tischer Theater at Modesto High School in Modesto, or as we call it, Molesto. That's where we...
So you do theater throughout high school, and then you go to college?
Went to college, did some more of the same thing, and then a guy came through that was, well, first of all, I saw a guy on TV, a guy named Bobby Sandler, juggle 3 balls, and was very funny. And I went, wow, I want to be able to do that. I want to be funny that way. So I went in my backyard and taught myself to juggle with 3 grapefruit, which, by the way, I still have.
The grapefruit?
Yeah,
They must be
still
rotten
have
by
them.
now.
Our little orbs that are really leathery, but I still got them. And then a mime.
Are you sugar? You got 3 rotten grapefruits sitting around your house somewhere?
They leathered up. They're kind of little balls of leather now. The last time I saw them, so that they kind of dried up into they're about the size of a quarter.
Okay. Wow. So
and